Oh boy, this again. Good.
And you like side scrollers that are 2D. I like MMOs. So we're talking about what I like now.
Yeah, you do.
New World is taking the world by storm. I still think it's the number one game currently right now on Steam. It is doing really well, but I think it is fake. I don't think it's doing that well. And I'm not saying that it like the numbers are fake. I'm saying that they're inflated by the fact that WoW is in a complete dumpster fire. Shout out episode 1. Final Fantasy 14 is in a content slump, and Elder Scrolls Online in a content slump. So, in the next month or month and a half, Final Fantasy 14 gets its next expansion, Endwalker.
I thought they came out already because I feel like I was seeing ads for that. Did it not?
You were definitely seeing ads for it. I'm almost positive it comes out the 25th of
this month.
November.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, 25th of November. If it's not Endwalker, it's a different expansion. I could be wrong on the expansion name. But they have an expansion coming out November 25th or November 23rd, and it's going to be good. The content that they're putting out in Final Fantasy 14 is just been objectively really, really good content, and they stole a lot of World of Warcraft's market. I think in that transition period, because there is that lull in content from World of Warcraft being bad, Final Fantasy not having an expansion yet, and ESO not having an expansion out, a lot of people went to New World because it's a brand new game. There's a solid grind to it, and they have a lot of content they haven't played in-game. Once new content comes out for the good, established MMOs, they're going to go back. And you're going to see the people that left WoW to go to New World. You're going to see the people that left Final Fantasy 14 to a content drought that went to New World. And the ESO people for the content drought that went to New World. All come back to Final Fantasy and ESO. I don't think they're coming back to World of Warcraft anytime soon. They have a lot of ground to make up. But
so, a couple things, and I don't mean to cut you off here, only to give context to my thought process here, and I think the audience as well. Number one, other than WoW, are any of these games subscription-based?
Yes.
Which ones?
Just Final Fantasy 14, and ESO can be for if ESO Plus. Yeah, but most people do because it's just nice quality of life things, and it's not that expensive.
Gotcha. So follow-up question is, at what point do you, because I feel like, and this is, again, an outside looking in, I feel like people like you, people who live and die by these MMOs, it's almost like a marriage, right?
Agreed.
Like, how many times are you going to get remarried? Because each time, you're starting from zero, basically, right?
Yep.
So, did you play Final Fantasy Online? Do you have the subscription? And, new content over here. So now you're getting a subscription over here. Oh, now I got to start on level 0 again. And then by the time you jump back into Final Fantasy, you're like, I got a power level. I got to do this. So I guess what I'm saying is, does that work? Because you have that constant kind of dopamine hit of, there's a grind here, and there's a grind here, and or is it a kind of detraction and being like, it's too much, too much across the board?
So when new content comes out, it is absolutely not that. When new content comes out, everyone comes back because it's new content. It's almost like a new game got released. And it's just almost like a different skin of what you were previously doing. But they improve a lot of things. They change the story. They add new stuff to the game. So it's not just a skin. It's an expansion. So you will see if you go back on WoW sub numbers, WoW like transactions and how many people are buying the game, it peaks at expansions and patches.
Okay.
So when they basically, for the life cycle of World of Warcraft, is they have a solid number. So like 9.0 was Shadowlands. Shadowlands is going to have a 9.0.5. 9.1, 9.1.5, 9.2, 9.2.5. Every time one of those 0.5s or an additional or the 1 or the 2 show up, everyone comes back to WoW, does all the content because the new raid boss is out, the new achievements, the new PvP season, and they come back to play it. And then they peace out after, and they either go do the other MMO that also has content that they want to play, or they just play other video games. So
see, like, it's amazing to me, and we talked about this. You guys can go back and watch where we ranked the video game monetization tiers.
Yeah,
I think the MMO business model, despite being one of the first, is still the best, right? Because basically what you're saying is Destiny 2. I
also
casually play Destiny 2.
Yep.
Right? I'm not somebody who in there who's every week playing Iron Banner. I'm not somebody who's all about Trials of Osiris. Every new season, maybe I'm there, maybe I'm not. But like when there's a big expansion, like when First Light came out or like Witch Queen is coming out, Destiny 2 absolutely rocks and is so much fun, right? So I get what you're saying there. But you don't think New World has what it takes to stick in?
They can change it. Like, they can improve it. I'm not, like, the groundwork for New World isn't bad. The combat's okay. The aesthetic of the game, I enjoyed. It looks really nice. It plays well. The substance in the game, the storyline, the questing, the end game content, the mechanics, it's so bad to jump in that game because it looks disgusting. Like, it looks just physically unappealing. You could fix that, and then they have a really good game. I think it's going to take a massive hit while these things are happening, or while Final Fantasy is releasing Endwalker, and while ESO, I forget what the new hat or quarter of the expansion is for ESO, but while that's happening, it gives New World a chance to come off of its hype and reevaluate and look and fix what's going on. And I think their 0.1 patch or their 0.5 patch is going to be really, really important for the success of this game, because if they don't fix those critical issues, why would you play an unpolished MMO when you could just play a polished one?
I'm right there with you. I think that first patch has to be filled with user feedback. I mean, like the PS5's first big firmware immediately addressed a lot of the things that people had, like gripes that they had with the UI, and it showed like, hey, they're listening. So I'm right there with you. And I think the tale of an Amazon game like this is still early in it being written.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
For sure.
But I'm curious to see how it competes, man. I'm really curious.
I would also like to note, you mentioned that the MMO genre being extremely profitable. Would you like to know what just took the place of Final Fantasy's most successful game in the entire franchise?
Which was what? And I'll tell you the answer. What was the most successful Final Fantasy game? Was it 15?
14. The MMO one just passed.
Oh, duh. Okay.
And it's at 24 million active subscribers. Which is a ton.
So like 24 million. So what past Final Fantasy has 24 million active subscribers is what you're saying?
No. It generated the most revenue out of any Final Fantasy game ever.
Oh, and something just dethroned Final Fantasy?
No. I'm saying it is. Like, it just became the most profitable Final Fantasy game ever.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. That makes a ton of sense, actually.
And I want to say that 24 million is also the most an MMO's ever had subscription base, because I'm pretty sure WoW in its peak was like 12.
What a shame.
I know.
What? Did you ever end up playing Diablo? Did you ever end up playing Diablo 2?
I played Diablo 3. Did the remastered
that
Diablo
new
2
one
come out?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Did you ever play it?
No, it's on my list. I honestly thought it was coming out more towards Christmas time.
Well, I know what you're getting for Christmas.
I know. It was either on my list. I thought it was coming out on Christmas, or it was my plan for Christmas was to play some Diablo.
Well, from me to me.
It was okay. I wanted it to be console World of Warcraft when I played it, and it's just not. It's
just not. It's totally different game.
Yeah,
totally
it's very
different.
And I need to go back into it with that kind of mindset to really enjoy it. But it looks good. It does. And it's got a lot of things that I like in it. I just haven't gone into it since I was disappointed that it wasn't WoW on a console. Which all of the other MMOs, besides New World, Final Fantasy XIV, Elder Scrolls Online, you could play on a console. World of Warcraft, put your game on a console and I will resub tomorrow.
Yikes, that's a big proclamation, G.
Tomorrow. I just I want to be on my couch. I want to be on my couch.
Leroy Jenkins in it.
Just full Leroy Jenkins, chilling with Thrall, hanging out with Sylvanas. It's just...
You had me at Thrall. Bud.
At Thrall?
Yeah.
He's a great character. Green Jesus.
Opens up that dark portal left, right, and center.
He did go through it. In the movie. In the movie, he went through it. Yeah, as a baby.
Every Friday night, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday matinee, Thrall is in that dark portal.
His mom actually... Go ahead. All right, cool. I'll explain to you the plot of World of Warcraft, the movie.
I'll stop desecrating the dark portal.
Because I'll kill you.